is Jacqueline here. In today's video, it's another installment of Will I Buy It, where we will go over all the new and upcoming makeup and beauty releases. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you want to be on the known of what is coming next on this beauty industry, then just keep on watching. This is one of the videos that I really enjoy filming, talking about what is coming next for the beauty industry, the new makeup releases, etc. And mostly right now that we're, like almost ending September, stepping our toes in October. I mean, we have seen a lot of holiday sneak peeks, releases. I mean, everything is here. So we have a lot to talk about. And I think this type of series is just super important because it's a great way to just have a nice, friendly conversation between you, subscribers, and also I get to see like what are you interested on, and that gives me a little bit of a hint of, okay, this is a collection that I should get because my subscribers are more like, I want to see your review. So I just absolutely love this series. And that being said, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much to Samantha March because she's the creator of the Will I Buy It videos, and I will be leaving the link to her channel on the description box below, as well as the community playlist, so you can entertain yourself and watch other amazing creators that they do these type of videos. Okay, my friends, so I will be scooching to this side. You know how this goes, so that way I can put the picture right over here of what's new. And then as far of where do I get all this information and news from, it basically comes from different Instagram accounts. I usually leave on the very top the Instagram account where I'm pulling the picture from, and also leaving it on the description box below, as well as all the products that I will be talking about today. If there's room, also I will talk about my makeup. Who knows? But going back to the Instagram accounts, it will be great if you go and check them out, follow them, show them that love and that support that they deserve, because they do a lot of work on researching for us when is something launching, getting those images, getting the sneak peeks. I mean, they keep us all in the news and all without temptation. Okay, my friends, so let's get it started right here. So the first launch that I want to talk about is, I think, the obligated one in a way. Is the one from McGRATH. It's humongous, it's huge. There is going to be 3 quads, also a mega first time ever seen from McGRATH palette, which is actually has launched today when I'm filming this video, Friday, September 25th. And in fact, just a couple days ago, I put up a video where I went over the palette, and if you want to go ahead and watch it, basically the palette consists on these 2 palettes, which they were limited edition, and they are all repeated shades right here, 6, and then these other 6 right here. I know. So the palette has a total of 18 shades, and it's called the Celestial Divinity. And I mean, go to check out my video, but to be honest with you, I just like to start the Will I Buy It on a very kind of like upset note, but I want the best for McGRATH. She's such an amazing makeup artist. I mean, her career just has been outstanding. I mean, there's a reason why she's where she's at. And I don't say that I'm a collector of McGRATH products. I do have all her Mothership palettes. I do have many of these type of palettes right here. But when any brand say that something is limited edition, I wish they can keep their word. I paid $65 here, $65 right here. That's $130. And now she comes with this Celestial Divinity palette for $78. Has the same shades plus 6 new shades. So this to me doesn't feel any more limited edition, doesn't feel any more special, because there's this other palette that has the same shades. So what's the special about these palettes? Just the carton box outside? No offense, but listen to me. I can just grab any Z palette, grab a poster, wrap it, really nice because at the end it's carton, it's paper outside, and call it a day if I'm just so crazy about Star Wars, which I'm not. In fact, when this came out, and I even did my Will I Buy video back on the time holiday 2019, I said I haven't even watched completely a Star Wars video. I just don't care about the movie, and I'm so sorry for those who care about the movie. So I feel like silly to begin with having these two palettes right here, where I could have waited for this palette right here. So where is the creativity going? Why this big old palette? I mean, when something is a limited edition from a makeup brand, okay, I expect that the eyeshadows that are inside the actual product to be limited edition and not just the outer packaging. Hopefully you understand why I'm upset about it, because I mean, the other 6 shades, she could have come out with another £6 palette, whether for the holidays or perhaps for the Chinese New Year. You know, just waited and keep this right here limited edition and just came out with the quads for this holiday season. I mean, like, that would have been just so nice, and not this thing right here. Now, I understand for those who were not able to get your hands on these, because literally that's another thing too. These were a headache to get. I mean, like every single lunch from Pat McGrath is like that. It's like you have to be like there to get them right on time. It's just chaotic. It's crazy, and sometimes people get their orders canceled. So it just feels like it's not right. Brands, they really need to stop that. I mean, like, if they made a collaboration with the Star Wars, keep it as these. I know for those people that they really wanted these palettes right here, this new Celestial Divinity palette just is amazing, and I'm just so happy for you guys, because at the end I'm happy that you get what you have. But what I'm saying is, like, you know, like, your reputation is built also on the integrity of your brand and the way that you act and the way that you respect your loyal clients, like me and many others that had bought this Star Wars collection. So I just, it doesn't sit well on me. Would I love to have these other 6, you know, shades from this palette? I mean, like, yes, it looks beautiful, but I'm not going to spend another $78 because at the end I will have these 2 right here sitting down. I mean, what, I will have to sell these just to keep the other one? I don't know. And to be honest with you, her last release, the Rose Decadence palette, I reviewed that one too. And I will say that, I mean, the eye look that I created and everything looked well, but I think her quality on that palette is not up to par with other eyeshadow palettes from Pat McGrath, and I'm just a little bit concerned. So I decided to skip on it completely, and in fact, when I'm filming this, is about what? Yes, 4 o'clock, and it is still available. So I think, you know, people who buy these right here, they are either really upset like me, and they're just, you know, like raising their voice, like, whatever, Pat, you know, and don't do that again, please. It's just not okay. Okay, moving on right there. The collection also comes with other products, like I was saying, the quads. So I have them right here, and what it seems like is this year is not going to be like last year, where the quads, they were all special shades. I have all of them. They are beautiful, but some people, they were a little bit, I mean, they were not super happy about having a quad with just special shades, for the reasons that some people, they don't feel like putting, you know, like all glitter or glistening or satin shades on their lids, you know, as a full-on look, you know, like, because at the end, I mean, I don't think you get an editorial look with those quads, but for something that is not used to eyeshadows and they just want to try a little bit of the formula, you know, it could, it was a little bit hard. Anyhow, these quads right here, they seem to have a combination of her special formula, and I mean, we haven't seen swatches. We don't know when they are going to be released. They are supposed to be released, I think, sometime in October. I mean, like, we're just stepping into October right now, and I'm honest with you, yes, I say all to all those 3, I mean, the blue one is not really my cup of tea, neither the one that has the hot pink, but I really like the lightest version, the one that has the lilac-y with the peach tone. I think that's super cute. But I think for purpose of reviewing the products, I will be picking up all of the quads. Also, the collection comes with a beautiful highlighter. Now, this is not the first highlighter for Pat McGrath. I know a lot of people are like, a highlighter from Pat McGrath, but remember, she does have a palette with 3 highlighters. I actually also have it on my collection. It is beautiful, great formulation, but this is one big pan palette. So that's another thing I wish to have seen from her. I mean, like, we have been asking for all their type of products, such as bronzers, such as blush. You know, I mean, she has been so inspired about roses. Blush could have been a really good launch, but I mean, she didn't. I mean, launches, they are planned, you know, way ahead of time, like with a year ahead of time, so totally understood that. Then she's coming out with these limited edition lipsticks. Okay, so there's the ones in the black packaging, they are repeated shades. One is Elson and the other one is Omi. So I do have Omi. I may just pick up Elson. And then there is, I don't know, they're called the Celestial Divinity, what is it called? Celestial Divinity Matrons lipsticks. And they look very pink. Like really kind of like Barbie pink. The packaging is not, to me, like, wow, you know, like so crazy amazing. And I don't know if I will really wear those shades. So I think I will have to wait for swatches, and perhaps I will get it. Along with more holiday stuff from Pat McGrath, she's coming out with mini sets. Those are great if you are trying to really try the brand and whatnot. So I will say, I mean, they all look very cute. There's one that has a lip balm, a mini lip liner, a lipstick. I mean, all of them, they look fine to me. I know I don't need any of that. And then there's these rainbow lipsticks that they seem on the bullet like if they have glitter in them. So I don't know, I need to know more information. Lip balms too, one that it looks a little bit more mauve tone and one that it may seem a little bit more clear. I will pass on those for sure. I will really want to know a little bit more about the rainbow one, although I don't know, like the chief right there with those rainbow lipsticks. I see Pat McGrath brand as a luxury brand, and seeing this type of packaging, you know, from the carton boxes to this rainbow stuff, it doesn't call to me luxury. So yeah, so some stuff are yes, some stuff are no. Okay, now going into Guerlain. Oh, this right here, this is their holiday collection with a little bee right there. And there's gonna be an eyeshadow palette. There's gonna be 2 lipsticks with these beautiful Bejewelled lipstick cases. So you buy separately the case and then the lipstick is separate. Okay, so there's a lot of red, obviously the holiday collection. I don't know if I will get one, perhaps yes, perhaps no, I'm not sure just yet. And Meteorites. Now these Meteorites, they look very alike to other Meteorites, to be honest with you. I mean, I think I already have enough Meteorites that I don't know if I'm gonna pick this up. It doesn't look different enough from other Meteorites that I will, you know, that I have this feeling and urge to get them. But I really like the idea of getting the eyeshadow palette. There's also the bronzers from Guerlain. They are just amazing. And then there is this beautiful case of a bee. Now that case, I think I have read that it costs $300 for that case with the bee, and I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted. I think that will go on my wish list for Christmas, because I just feel it's just so beautiful. You see like how elegant it's made. I mean, like it's a bee, but it's made in a way that it looks still very elegant, very classy. Oh, I don't know, it's just stealing my heart right there. Now going into Suku. Suku is sold at Selfridges and I think also at Harrods. And I have heard the best thing about Suku. In fact, they just launched a new foundation and I skip on it because I really want to try their previous foundation that is a little bit more onto the a little bit more of like a radiant finish foundation. This one right here seems like it's not so radiant, and I have dry skin. I like my radiance on my skin. Well, anyhow, going back to this holiday collection, they are coming with an 8-pan eyeshadow palette. Looks stunning. I really want to get it. And then it seems like they have 2 different compacts with blush and highlighter. They look beautiful too. They look gorgeous. I mean, I kind of like that, a little bit of that orangey tone, because it's a shade that is not very typical, not very usual. I mean, we have seen Scott Barnes coming out with one of them. Jouer also has this type of, you know, like orangey blush. Also, I think there's something I like in NARS, but it's not so common. Then these 2 lipsticks right here, so I think I will get those. But also they have a face palette that is now available at Selfridges. I have been holding on to it, but I may end up getting it. Maybe I can do like a review of like a full face of Suku. Would you like to see that? Because I know they have a full coverage concealer, which I need. I do have really dark under eye circles, so that could be a good concealer to actually consider to get. Okay, friends, so let's move on right here with our darling Charlotte. I mean, she just came out not too long ago with this baby right here, the Bejewelled shadow palette, and this is a gorgeous palette. I made a complete review, but she just showed quality releases. One of them is an eyeshadow quad, is a luxury palette of pops, where basically they are all celestial shades. It has a beautiful kind of like pinky shade, another one that is gold, another one that looks more of like a antique gold, and then one that it seems a little bit on the navy side. I'm very curious about that one. In fact, it already launched at her website and I had already bought it, so it's supposed to come hopefully soon. The review is coming on that one. Also, she's coming out with 3 new lipsticks. The 3 of them look beautiful. Perhaps the darker shade is something that I'm not gonna be really getting the, you know, a really good use out of it, but I perhaps get all of 3 and just make a full-on review with those 2. There is a small 6-pan eyeshadow palette that it seems like more like satin or matte shades, all of them. It even has a black one, it has a peach tone, it kind of has a little bit of ivory tone. I mean, like, this is interesting. It's nothing that it really like gets my attention right away, so it depends on you. If you want me to review it, I'm not like super like, whoa, I need that. Also, she's coming out with her Film Start and Glow, and it's in a limited edition packaging. I do still have plenty of my Duo Film Start Glow. It's a beautiful product. If you really want a bronzer and a very light highlighter, this is perfection. I love it so much. And again, this is a limited edition packaging, looks beautiful. Then her advent calendar that is just incredible. Basically, you get pillow talk galore here, everything pillow talk. I think this will make an absolutely gorgeous gift for that very special person in your life. And then she also came out with this highlighter right here. Now this went out of, I mean, this appeared at Sephora. It seems that perhaps it was released by accident, so it was removed from Sephora completely, but I'm sure it's coming back because it's part of the collection. I did a full-on review with a lot of comparisons, so if you want to take a look at it, I will put it on the cards or in the description box below. I was talking today with Tavia at Cheek Profile Official because she was expressing her concern that the CT logo right here is not anymore silver, and I think a lot of people express that, and that's the actual finish. So this CT it was never silver. So then this CT logo right here is that kind of like rosy gold copper tone that she always uses for her other products. So it's not that it's coming off, it's just the finish. That's the way it's made, and that's when you go and check my review, you will see, like I even said it, the packaging doesn't look as luxe as other of her products, but the formula and the highlighter is stunning. So I will keep you informed whenever this highlighter comes back in stock, that's for sure. And again, I will be leaving every single link on the description box below for your convenience. Okay, moving on right here to Clé de Peau. So Clé de Peau is coming out with this This is a gorgeous collection. Now, it is now available at Nordstrom. I saw it like 2 days ago, and I know a couple of my friends here on YouTube had already uploaded their video and their review. And to be honest with you, what I heard of is not like the greatest. You know, I have been tempted to get the eyeshadow palette because this quad right here looks very beautiful. It looks promising. It looks different too. But I don't know. I'm not I'm not 100% like drawn to it. I think the packaging is gorgeous. Then there's this little set of 5 lipsticks, and I'm tempted to get that one, although it's leaning a lot into the red tones, and I don't use red on daily basis, so I don't know how I feel about that one either. Then there is this highlighter, but this highlighter has some blue in it, and like I said, I have checked some of my friends that they had already made their review, and yes, it does have a little bit of that blue in it, and I don't think I want, I'm wearing blue today, blue on my eyes, but I don't know if I want blue as a highlighter. So I mean, it looks like a beautiful collection, but I think I'm gonna skip on it. I'm talking about Clé de Peau. I already did my review on the new Clé de Peau foundation. Don't miss it. This is a really good foundation. That's all what I'm going to tell you. You have to see that 11-hour wear test that I did with that foundation. And then Makeup by Mario. I knew about Mario coming out at Sephora for a long time ago because I have some connections at Sephora and they were telling me, you know, about it and whatnot. But obviously I didn't, you know, I didn't know how everything looks. So finally we get to see how all the brand looks like. And I think it looks very modern, very sleek, very simplistic, minimalistic. Now I know a lot of people say, oh, it looks kind of a little bit of like Il Maquillage mixing with a little bit of Morphe. And I mean, like, packaging is packaging. I like the simplicity of it. He's coming out with 2 different eyeshadow palettes. Each of them has 12 different eyeshadows. One is all matte neutral, and then the other one is the playful one. Shimmer shades, different shades, pinks, greens, teals, I mean, you name it. There's quite a bit right here. He's coming out with brushes too, as well as highlighters. And I love that he's coming out with different highlighters, like for different skin tones. There's one that looks more icy, one that is more into the rosy tone, one that is more in the golden tone. I mean, they look pretty, although I will have to say that they look a little bit glittery on the pan, but I'm sure it's not gonna be glittery, or at least I have that hope. At least. And then he's coming out with another type of it's not really, I mean, like, it could be named as an eyeshadow palette with 5 different shades, but it comes with a little tray, so that way you can mix your colors and you can make your own consistency. And this is very helpful for those who are makeup artists and you want to do editorial work. I mean, you know how to work these type of products on metallics. So this seems to be a lot of fun, something different, you know, just proposing something completely different, you know, for what we have seen on most of brands that they come to Sephora. So it's gonna come into stores October 1st. So basically what Mario is doing is on his Instagram stories, he's just showcasing his products, explaining how to use them, and I really appreciate that he's taking the time to do that. So that way when you get to buy his products, you come with a little bit more knowledge of how you're supposed to use them and not be like, oh, you know, I think this is the way that I have to use it, and then you don't like it. You know what I mean? I think that's a great approach. It's an approach that also Patrick Ta uses it, and I really appreciate it. So basically, these 3 different products, they are like eye primers. So basically, one is to brighten up your eyes, just in case, for example, if you want your eyeshadow to look a little bit more brightening, more like right there. Another one that is just, you know, your basic kind of like the same color of your skin, and then a setting powder for that area. And I'm kind of impressed to say that he wanted to first start with eyeshadows and not with something else. I mean, like, this is interesting, and I'm just so happy to see it. Okay, friends, so let's go here for Givenchy. So here's their holiday collection. And let me tell you something. From Givenchy, I have one lipstick that I absolutely adore, and then I also have one eyeshadow palette that I I love completely. But the eyeshadow palette from last holiday season, it was like okay, but it wasn't the best. So this collection right here is kind of like, what's this with these little stars? I mean, doesn't look luxury. I just don't like it. I honestly do not like it. The lipsticks are okay. Again, here, red tones again. So, I don't know. I mean, lipsticks from Givenchy, they are great. But I think I'm just going to wait and perhaps skip. Definitely the palette is not for me. No way, Jose. And now going into Wayne Goss. Okay, so first we saw this sneak peek of these beautiful duo blushes. They come a blush and a highlighter, and today, Friday, September 25th, he uploaded his video revealing it, and I mean, since the moment I saw that, I was like so super excited about them. They look beautiful, so gorgeous. So these products are gonna be coming available at Beautylish, because that's where you're able to get Wayne Goss products. These coming Tuesday, September 29th at 10 a.m. You bet that I'm gonna get some of them. I honestly want them all. They all look so gorgeous, so beautiful, so pretty. I mean, like, I don't need them all, honestly, but they just look amazing. He explained right there. I will suggest you obviously to go there to get all the details, but basically the blushes are matte, then the highlighters, but there's one, I think that palette in Poppy is the one that has the blush that has a little bit of radiance. So I'm even in love with the deepest shade right there. I don't know why, I want them all. They look so beautiful. And the best thing about it is that he counted with Mel Thompson and Kelsey Brianna J to do his reveal video, which that makes me super happy. You know that I love Mel and Kelsey. I had collaborated with them. They're amazing ladies, so talented, both makeup artists and best friends. I mean, just dynamic duo right there. I love them to pieces. So both of them, they did the demo, you know, like on their face. They look so cute, and I love that because that way you were able to kind of like see how you look on a light skin tone and also on a person with a deeper complexion. Now, okay, and this right here goes actually for Wayne. I really appreciate him. I really like with what he's coming out. I love his eyeshadow palette, the Imperial Topaz. In fact, I included it on my August favorites. It's a beautiful eyeshadow palette. I love his brand. His brushes are really good. I mean, like, he has such a kind, beautiful soul, and I can only wish that one day he will be able to see this portion of the video or that he will read some of my comments. I made comments on his posts, and it's not criticizing him, but it's just giving him a little bit of a feedback. So he always says that his products will be like amazing for those who have, you know, mature skin, over 40, and he's over 40, if I'm not mistaken. He even said it, and he said that his products had been tried on people with, you know, skin that is not as youthful and that you have fine lines and whatnot. But this is the thing, he is a YouTuber, right? Aside obviously to a makeup artist, so it will be so amazing if he takes advantage of his platform, as he's bringing Mel and Kelsey to bring other creator of, you know, over 40 to also be part of that presentation. It will be incredible. And I don't know if he's reading the comments, because I know I'm not the only one that expresses that. Because sometimes, I mean, like for big brands, right? If it's like Yves Saint Laurent or Estée Lauder or Lancome or whatever, if they do those claims, they are such big brands, you know, that we don't say anything. We know, like, okay, they will promise you the magical and whatnot, but he's a smaller brand, you know, like, and he's so close. I don't know, but I feel him so close to me in the sense of, like, I have been following him for so long that he can choose, aside obviously to Mel and Kelsey, you know, choose also one other person, either from, it doesn't have to be necessarily for YouTube, it can be one of the people that, you know, they have been trying the products while they were on the make, you know, like he was stating that he had these people trying them and they really like it. But for example, Mel, she's a really, really good friend with Mary from Glitzy Fritzy. She could have been amazing to showcase those products. Also Tara-Lean, she's over 40. I mean, that would be incredible too, because as a person with, you know, mature skin that, you know, just signs of aging, we have, I mean, particularly me, I do have enlarged pores right here in this area, you know, a little bit right here. I do have some texture, so I don't have the perfect skin. And then, you know, like, we know that for marketing purposes, you want to show your perfect, beautiful, stunning models, and that leave it for the marketing, that leave it for Beautylish and, you know, how they present the products. But when you're doing your video at your own house, on your own YouTube, I mean, what an excellent tool will be to showcase it and not only say it, that these products will be amazing for this age group, because he emphasized it not only when he launched the Imperial Topaz eyeshadow palette, but also, you know, on this launch right here. So it's something, I'm not upset with him. I just wish that he will listen this part right here and be like, you know, I think it's a good idea. I shared this on when I actually reviewed the Imperial Topaz palette, and a lot of people were like, yes, we hear you, we, you know, like, we're supporting him no matter what, but it will be nice, it will be awesome, because that way we feel more part of, mostly because his brand is built on not only on, you know, other clients, but a lot of us that we come from, you know, having following him for so many years on YouTube. So anyhow, I'm gonna pick up a couple of the blushes. I don't know if all of them, because I don't feel like you will need a full-on review on all of them, mostly because you have seen them already on Kelsey and Mel, but you let me know which ones you will be interested in. I'm definitely picking some of them. Okay, and now it's getting dark right here. I usually film with natural light, but I have a lamp on this side today because I was so exhausted, so tired, that I decided to film really late. So hopefully you don't mind, but the last thing that I want to talk about is this MAC holiday collection, and it has a ton of items, from lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, highlighters, an eyeshadow palette that looks very interesting, the color story too, because it has some magentas and pinks and golds, and then some highlighters. The packaging looks so bad. Nothing of this collection intrigued me. I mean, there's brushes, I mean, it's a lot. MAC, when they do this is called the Frosted Firework collection. Usually their holiday collection is massive, is huge, and last year I picked up a couple products, but this year I definitely have to pass on. Yeah, none of these products are of my like, none of them. Okay, my friends, and with MAC, I think I want to leave it right there. But before we say goodbye, and if you're new here, I'm so grateful for your time, for all of your time, for all of my subscribers. I know the days pass, everything is really busy, but I want to mention to you guys that I have already uploaded a few videos related with holiday 2020 collections. Like, for example, Chanel holiday 2020 collection. I have here the eyeshadows, the lipstick, this beautiful blush right here. So I have a dedicated video for these. I also have a dedicated video for Charlotte Tilbury holiday collection. One separate video here and another separate video right here. Also, Hourglass holiday collection, I review these right here too. So I have here great content for you guys, trying to keep you all informed on what's new, upcoming, mostly because although we're not in the holidays, I mean, holiday releases, you see they have showered us, like, it's crazy. Oh, and in fact, before I leave, have you seen this beautiful new fragrance from House of Siage? It's a gentleman fragrance. It's called the Contemporary, and they are also coming out with this gorgeous cobalt blue lipstick case is just stunning. If you haven't seen the bold lipstick cases from House of Siage, they are just a work of art, and I have heard that they are actually going to collaborate with Disney, so I'm just so excited for them. I love House of Siage, and I'm just so excited, and I cannot wait to see what they are bringing to us for the holidays too. Okay, my friends, now I would love to hear from you. What are those products, collections that are intriguing you the most for these holidays, or what is new and out there that you're just very excited for? Leave it on the comments down below. Again, let's start the conversation, and while you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you will consider and subscribe to my channel, ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, also share with family and friends, and until the next one, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye bye.